But now, let's take a look at that Nouveau Americain. First, let's hear it for Kenosha, Wisconsin. You know, they're making automotive history out there in Kenosha. That's where you'll find the passenger car assembly plant of the American Motors Corporation. What they're assembling is this, the French-designed Renault Alliance. It's called the R9 in France, and it was also called Europe's Car of the Year. It's being built in the U.S. for the American market since Renault now owns a controlling interest in AMC. The Alliance is a modern breath of fresh air for AMC dealers. It's front drive. Up to now, they've had to be content with selling mostly big rear drive Concords, Eagles, and Jeeps. Base price $55.95, and our test car priced out at $8,400. Very Japanese sounding numbers. So the question for car buyers has got to be, is the Alliance a domestic or an import? As it turns out, it's a lot of bit of both.
The AMC Renault Alliance more than resembles quite a few other imports. As in the front grille, it's vaguely reminiscent of the Volkswagen Jetta. Yet the rest of the car is a clean example of multinational cooperation. Certain necessities are unique to America, such as the often ugly federal safety bumpers. In this case, they're handled extremely well by AMC's homegrown stylists. Overall quality of our cranberry four-door was well up to Oriental standards. A deep, dripless paint finish is due, no doubt, to domestic pride and the dozens of French immigrant robots used to help assemble the car. And just to show how special Renault feels about the Alliance in America, they also let AMC's Michigan crew design a U.S.-only two-door version. The interior of our mid-range DL model is also a good mix of both continents. Color-keyed fabrics are sturdy enough for even the most rambunctious clans. The dash is your typical molded variety with various cubby holes, something we like about many Japanese cars. Unfortunately, the radio is down by the gear shift, a European syndrome that drew fewer raves. DL instrumentation includes a large speedometer and tach, along with a water temperature gauge and Renault's unusual oil level indicator. Turn the ignition on, and you're told if there's enough oil in the crankcase for your trip. That's a plus in these days of self-service gas stations. One very nice French touch, pivoting front bucket seats that provide rear passengers with extra room for our size 12 feet. And overall room in the Alliance is more spacious than usual for a subcompact, mostly because of a longer than normal wheelbase. There's plenty of headroom for up to 5 over 6-footers. This generosity continues into the trunk. It's deep enough for grocery bags and swallowed our 4-piece luggage set without a hitch. Up front, you'll find a front opening hood and a very accessible engine compartment. The small size of the Alliance's 1.4-liter 4-cylinder engine allows quick maintenance on most minor items. The oil filter can be changed from up top, messily. And the rubber drive belts are the easiest to adjust and change of any transverse-mounted design we've yet seen. But what about that small 56 horsepower engine? Even when coupled with throttle body fuel injection and a good clutch and optional 5-speed manual, it's hardly fast. We got a third gear passing time from 40 to 55 miles per hour of 6.9 seconds. That's got to be rated slow. But to be honest, from a standing start, the Alliance feels much better. On our 500-foot freeway on-ramp test, this 2,100-pound lightweight did move up a notch to fair, with a time of 10.3 seconds and 50 miles per hour. Once you've reached your destination, you'll be glad to find maneuverability in tight spaces is excellent. Curb-to-curb turning diameter is only 33 feet. There's not much to criticize in the rest of the Alliance's handling. Despite built-in French body roll and some rear-end twitch, it's far more control than any prior Renault sedan. AMC deserves a lot of the credit here. The European version supposedly doesn't handle nearly as well. Steering, a power-assisted rack and pinion design, is quick and precise with good road feel. When you have to stop handling it fast, the Alliance's power-assisted disc drums will also do an admirable job. Panic stops from 55 miles per hour averaged a straight 118 feet. We rate that very good. About the only complaint was the position of the brake pedal itself. Some drivers found it a bit too close to the floor. We also found the Alliance to be a very quiet car, with a sound level reading of only 67 decibels at 55 miles per hour. And you can enjoy that peace and quiet without stopping too often at a gas pump. Our air-conditioned test car is rated at 34 city, 48 highway. The base Alliance has the highest gas rating of any car made in the U.S. Even over our 100-mile test loop, this low-mileage example produced a heartening 37 miles per gallon. But as with any new car, individual impressions can be more telling than anything else. Our Motorweek staff has a few to pass on.
I feel that beyond any doubt, this is the finest road car Renault has built yet. It's not perfect, but I think that anybody who owns an Alliance will be satisfied in both performance and pocketbook.
Overall, I found the Alliance to be a comfortable, relaxing type of car. One personal complaint, however, is right here, the fuel filler, which I think is much too low for easy access.
The AMC Renault Alliance, a fine, thrifty, good handling, roomy, highly domesticated European sedan that's made in the U.S.